set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On first and 10, it's Ryan. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way down. He's got it at the 15. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on first and 10.
Hey, Tuesday.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, here's Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Operating from the gun, Stafford underneath for Johnson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
To the air again, Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. They go play action here on first down. And this is incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They get it to him running left. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
21.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10.
Right. Gun.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan getting it out left side to Sanu. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
21. 12. Gun. Let him go.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Ryan now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And that one results in 35 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Damon Harrison. Able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Gun! Hey, express!
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Get up! Gun!
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. Ryan Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Drill right, 22.
Third and 2, Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Johnson. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Jumbo! Zero! 40 got! No, off! Hey, 22! Omaha tonight!
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. They'll roll. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Screen play, Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Stafford, and he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Prater for the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Spins past him. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
He goes underneath to Freeman. And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a 2nd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 3rd and short.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver?
Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On first down, Ryan. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stafford on 1st down. Throwing deep for Galladay. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Big 20, big 20.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford on the move to his left. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now Johnson gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
11.
Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford flush to his right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
12.
Throwing again. Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And down he'll go at the 25. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball. When that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Johnson. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Hey, go here!
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Tag 57, ready? Hey, tag 32, tag 32. I got him, on me. Wait, hot.
3rd and long, it's Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And, it'll be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Escaping the pressure right. Keeps himself upright. Now he's going to go up top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
20. Ready to go.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Now he'll throw deep left side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he is all the way up past the 25. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Throwing to start the drive. Fleming. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Off the play fake. Fleming sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Looking to throw. Fleming dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again. Fleming, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out.
The Lions on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is third and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
From the gun, Fleming. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to rifle one, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
Yeah, I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Now, all of a sudden, we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 23 yards on the play. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Now it's Ryan. Going up top. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On second down, Freeman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's three levels: defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the third level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Gun! 12!
Now Ryan on second down. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6, and the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Connects with Sanu right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies.
There we go! Right!
Second down, Ryan. His throw incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. The Falcons on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
21. Hey, South.
Now Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Taken in at the 11. Oh, what a move. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Back to throw. Fleming underneath for Johnson. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st and 10, Fleming flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fleming to the right and complete to Galladay. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Lions on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Fleming. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
throwing on first down. Fleming being chased, and the ball is knocked out. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Here's Ryan to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Ryan wants to throw it. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan steps away to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ezekiel Ansah. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, Tuesday. Wait. 12.
To throw is Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On first down, Fleming eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down here at the 23. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Let's go.
From the gun, Fleming. Over the middle, complete. That's Campbell. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this.